Hello. Welcome, beautiful souls. Whether you're tuning in from Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, I am so happy that you are here. If you're new here, I'm Lassyfly, and this is our sacred space where we dive into the magic of the universe together. Before we get started, please take a second to tap that like button, follow if you haven't already, and subscribe over on YouTube so you never miss a session. Um, as always, I'm going to be kicking this off with a collective reading to tap into the energy that we need to know. And then we are going to dive into the topic of manifestation and abundance. So settle in, take a deep breath, drop a magical emoji in the chat, and let's get into it. Hi, Princess. Thank you for joining me. Um, I'm just going to share this really quickly. So I am live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Sorry, Instagram takes a second to, it doesn't go live immediately with YouTube and Facebook. So it's like a little lag. But thank you for joining through Instagram. Come on. My internet is like, I don't know. I guess, over stimulated the circuit because like the power like clicked off. I don't know. And when it did that, it also like turned off the Wi-Fi. So everything's coming back on. It's just kind of slow and laggy. So sorry, just sharing this as fast as I can. It's kind of laggy. I hope you can hear me as well. I just realized because my son had a class today. They homeschool, and today's the day that he sees his teacher, and my microphone was unplugged too. And I just had to figure that out. I didn't realize it was unplugged. So hopefully you can hear me. Oh, what the heck? Freaking Facebook. Sorry, I'm trying, but it just totally took me to an entirely different post, which not what I was trying to do. So, how is everybody? Um, my dishwasher's going too, so it might be a little bit loud. Sorry. Oh, come on. Okay, let's do this. Um, thank you for being patient with me, everybody. I wish I could share it like before, but it doesn't let me. I mean, if it was just YouTube, it probably would, but it doesn't let me. Oh, we're gonna use some affirmators today. I don't know. They felt like affirmators needed to come out. I saw it and I was like, yeah, let's use that. So I don't know. Somebody needs some affirmators. Um, freaking share it. I did the wrong thing. What's my name up there? So what do we want to know? I need some water first. Princess, you got my throat all dry, girl. No, actually, my throat was dry. We were just out at a couple places, and I should have brought my water bottle with me, and I didn't. So I already knew it. We needed to actually go and fill up our water bottles. We did it the other day, but the machine was out, so we got like one bottle filled, and then like not even a full like gallon in another bottle. Just like, I don't know. It just stopped and gave us money back. Do you want us to use this? I wanted to use this. You're not giving me any cards. What do we need to know? Okay. Oh, now you're throwing stuff. Okay. These are cute. These are cute. And there you go, Princess. More confirmation for a new car. Divine timing, bottom of the deck, too. So, they gave us these affirmators. We have generosity. I give generously to those around me, no matter how much or how little I have. I know there is more than enough to go around. And the key is to allow it to keep going around without stopping. If I stop the flow, I'm like the one person in the stadium who doesn't do the wave, which I really love this because this totally goes with the topic today of manifestation and abundance. Um, so that's like perfect. Making sure that we stay in that flow, getting up and being generous with what we have, knowing that there is enough for everybody, getting out of that lack mentality and mindset. Um, I'm like, so, this is beautiful alignment, which bottom of the deck is divine timing. So they're saying everything is timing, and timing is everything. Gladly, I release my concern over timing and let things happen when and as they will. I trust that the divine schedule makers know what they're doing. It can take a long time to reach divine middle management. So this is beautiful too because I think it was, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before that, but like time was a part of the conversation on that topic and how it's not really a thing and everything is happening simultaneously. Um, but divine timing is all about trusting. It's all about surrendering. It's all about, that's getting away from the same mentality of not being able to share, not thinking there's enough for people. It's the same thing. You get into this lack mindset, you get into this scarcity mindset too, where you're just like, oh God, I'm running out of time, or I'm on a deadline or whatever. And then it kind of puts us back into fear. It puts us back into fight or flight and things like that because we're trying to make sure that, so divine timing, trusting and surrendering, knowing that, nothing that is yours will miss you. It will always find its way. Hi, Princess. Thanks for coming on Facebook. Um, so it will always find a way to align with you, which is also a part of us being in alignment. So when we are not vibrating at the right frequency, we could be missing things. They're not being missed, but until you align with it, until you match that frequency, um, you won't really experience what it is that you're trying to align with. But divine timing, when you are in that, like I said, vibration and frequency, it aligns with you. It's yours, which this pretty much goes with the topic as well with divine timing and manifestation and abundance. We have vitality coming out for us. Look at all the little Jeremys. So they're like fighting. They got their little swords and their shields. Um, Vitality. I am healthy and vital and strong. My radiant love of life fills me with healthy, vital, and strong cells. Each cell is a warrior. Every one has its own sword and shield. I dare you to try and penetrate my cellular army. Didn't think so, chump. So speaking into your body, into yourself, health, wealth, love, our body listens to us, our cells listens to us. So when we claim sickness or when we talk about our body is only doing what it is hearing. It doesn't know sarcasm. It doesn't know jokes, just like the universe. Like words are spells. So what we say is really important. This is why what we speak matters. So talk to your body with love. Speak to your cells, heal your own self. No, like I am so grateful for my cells. I'm so grateful that my body functions the way that it needs to. Everything does exactly what it's supposed to do to keep me in optimal health. Like affirming yourself. Um your body will do that. Like, I'm pretty sure Lois Hayes has a book. She's got a lot of stuff about it. Like, I think she healed herself, like, with affirmations and things like that. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she did. Um, then we also have this confirmation for you, Princess. Again, we have good things to come. This is a part of that manifestation and abundance for today's topic. Good things to come. There are so many amazing gifts coming my way. I can't see them now because I respect the general convention of not peeking under the wrapping paper, but they will show up when the time is just right. Divine timing. And that's when I'll remember how much fun it is to be surprised. So this is beautiful with the alignment of today. That's probably why exactly they told me to use this deck, because we need to get into the excitement of expecting the unexpected, knowing that this is our birthright. We are worthy and deserving of so much. We tell ourselves differently, we accept differently, we accept less, but it's like, no, allow yourself to be surprised, allow yourself to be blessed, be open and just ready to receive. That was kind of like that other card with going with the flow, like with being that one person, who doesn't get up and do the wave. Just go with the flow and trust. Like, don't fight it. Don't expect things to look a certain way. Yes, set your manifestation and your intention, but tell the universe this or something greater. And then be open and ready to receive whatever it looks like. But go with the flow, you know? Don't allow yourself to expect a certain outcome and then think, oh man, I didn't get that. Because for all you know, what you expected wasn't even worthy of you and you needed so much more. So the universe is giving you that. The universe will always provide for you. You just have to surrender and trust. So go with the flow and know that things are working out for you. What else do we need to know? Oh, okay, what else? Oh, so they want you to tap into your energy. Like, it's so beautiful. Your energy, it just ripples and it is inspiring to others. So they want you to tap into this. Tap into who you are. Share that. Inspire others to be authentically them. Success is guaranteed when we do this, when we are standing in our power and our truth and our energy. Success is guaranteed. Manifestations happen. We're going with the flow. We are surrendering. We are being who we are supposed to be. And things fall into alignment that way. Huh. This was protection. So, whatever it was, I don't know what you could have been just going through, but this was protection. This situation, you know, look at it that way. It could have been so much worse, or it could have been so much, um, different than what it played out to be, but they're saying like, this was protection. The way this happened, the way this played out, trust that. Bottom of the deck, I don't know who the hell it is, but this came out yesterday too. A male is spying on you. I don't know who he is, but you know, bottom of that, this relationship was it was a lesson. So I don't know. He don't seem like he is um supposed to be in your life, so cut him off. Like, this is protection. This was protection. Maybe removing that person from your life was protection, because now they're spying on you. The whole relationship, it probably taught you some shit, and you was just like, whoa, bottom of that. Like, there was a blockage that needed to be, that needs, there was a blockage to bring awareness to. And this motherfucker quite literally was that blockage. And that's the universe removing your blockage. Things are coming to you now. They were just saying that. Like, be open. Something new is coming because you released that blockage. This was protection. They were not meant to have what you have or be a part of that. So look at it that way. I know sometimes it sucks and you're just like, man, maybe you're like still wanting this or used to it, but there's like, don't you understand that you're like worth so much more than this? You're so much more worthy of what you settle for, of what you allow. This goes back to that vitality, that health, that wealth, you know? This is what you tell yourself. You allow yourself to be in these places and these spaces and relationships that are not good for your mental health, that are not good for your health in general. They could be blockages. I mean, listen to your body. What is it telling you? Do you feel a certain way when you're around this person or these people? Is your body rejecting them? Do you get sick? Do you get headaches? Do you get tired? Do you feel angry? Are you anxious? These are all signs. What is your body saying? They're telling you huge manifestations are coming, and they were just saying that with the new card or the new car card. You know, I don't know if it's a new car, but it just said like something new is coming, but there was possibly a car. Like, don't pick under the wrapping paper, but be surprised. Be open and ready for something beautiful to come. But it's going to be huge. So don't settle, don't fight it, you know, that's what they're saying. Be open. Just go with the flow and trust this or something greater and watch what you get. They're telling you school courses learn. So there's something that you could be learning right now, something that could be benefiting these huge manifestations. And that's all a part of the topic tonight, too, where, you know, it's not about just wishing things. We have to take action, which means learning new things, trying new things, doing things differently, being open to finding other ways, you know, to create, to manifest, you know, so learn something. Um, Bottom of the deck, they're telling you your insecurities are going to hinder you. So, you know, this is where you have to not block yourself. This is where you can't limit yourself. This is where you have to believe that you are the magic. This is where you have to believe in yourself. Don't be your blockage. Don't hinder yourself because you don't feel like, oh, I can't do that. Oh, I don't know if I'm worthy of that. I don't know. That seems like a lot. What did somebody say in one of the groups I was looking at? I was like, she said, I want money, but I don't want to be rich. Like, you're literally telling the universe, like, you have a problem with what's wrong with you being rich? What's wrong with you being wealthy? Like, you have to check yourself. You have to check your beliefs. We just talked about that yesterday with ancestral healing, reprogramming ourselves, letting go of things that don't align with us. That means your money issues that could be fucking programmed in your DNA from your whole lineage. This could be why your whole family has financial issues because you claim this shit. These insecurities, all these things that you hold on to, they could not even be yours. So sit with yourself. Is this mine? Does this belong to me? Because I don't believe that way. I know I am worthy of money. I know I am abundant. I know the universe provides for me. I had to reprogram myself. I had to tell myself differently. I am abundant. I am grateful when I am able to pay my bills. I don't even pay my bills with lack mindset anymore. That's all about reprogramming the the relationship that you have, the beliefs that you have around money. Know that you are worthy of it. It's your insecurities that hold you back, that hinder you, that block us. Speak to the universe. It's already mine. This is my birthright. I deserve this. This is not a fucking luxury. This is my birthright. And believe it, you will receive it. Manifestations all about that. They're telling you, keep going, you're almost there. You gotta sage, you gotta cleanse, you just gotta release this stuff that's not serving you. Those insecurities, cleanse all that shit away. Get a freaking selenite wand, cut that shit out because you're almost there. You feel like you're not doing anything, like you're probably not even moving. You're almost there. Believe, celebrate your success. You did it. You're doing it. You're doing the damn thing. But keep going because it's not done. You still got more, but celebrate. You deserve to celebrate every win, no matter big or small. Celebrate. You are worthy and deserving of this. Oop, tap into your gifts. They literally just threw that at me. So these are the things that will help you when you start to heal and cleanse and let go of these things, cut these things out, removing these blockages, letting go of these insecurities that hinder you. You're able to tap into these gifts. You're able to quite literally like manifest within an instant because you're removing your blockages. You're changing things about yourself that you were letting limit you. um New love, this is upside down in the deck. I didn't even see that. New love is entering your life. So tapping into these gifts, this could very much help you. Or even falling in love with yourself can help you to open up these gifts, giving yourself compassion where there was none, where you lacked things. But new love, it doesn't even have to be a relationship, but it could be. But something new. It could be that lesson, that you're going to learn, these courses that you're going to take. This could be a new passion, this new love that you didn't even know, but you tried something different and you did something different. And now you're like, damn, I love this. It's you unlocking parts of you, tapping into your gifts. That could be your new love. I remember when I first had my spiritual awakening, I was like addicted to meditating. I would do it for hours and hours. It was like this new love that entered my life. I just wanted to connect. I wanted to be with my higher self and I wanted to see the things, experience what it was showing me and take me where it would take me. It doesn't have to be that. You could be, learning how to, create something, or maybe you're just, finding that you just really enjoy learning something new, just knowledge in general, and it's just like, I'm so addicted to learning something new. I love this. It doesn't have to be an addiction, but it's just something new that's entering your life, something that you're going to love, somebody that you can love. Be open for it. So take that how that resonates. Focus on your intentions. Bottom of this just slipped out. So, focusing on your intentions, and that's all about manifesting. That's all about, abundance. So being able to focus your intention, knowing not only that, bottom of the deck, this relationship will last a long time. So this could be that new love. This could be this new thing that's entering your life when you're focusing on your intentions. You're using your intuition and your discernment. You're aligning with the right things. And because of that, it's going to last a long time because you're aligning what's actually for you. That could even be the new love. Being like, oh my God, I love being able to stay in the present moment and focus my intention because I create so much. I love the present moment. 2323 when I said that. That could be the new love. Just being in the present moment. It's amazing. So much can happen in the present moment. Be open to dating though. You never know. Something might be wanting to come into your life. So be open to this. Be open to trying new things, going new places. You might just meet somebody. So be open to dating. Date yourself. You never know. That could be the new love, Parts of you that you're unlocking that you just never knew. Bottom of the deck. Stop looking for love and love yourself. So be open to dating, yes, but don't be over here expecting love until you love yourself. Take yourself on dates. Treat yourself the way you want this next relationship to be if you're looking for a relationship. Or maybe you're not looking for a relationship at all, but it just happens to fall into your lap. The universe is like, this is just going to compliment you so well. This is going to show you how I see you, what you are worthy and deserving of. So through this person that I'm sending you, you are going to know that love, that your higher self sends you, that your guides, that the universe sends you, because it's always conspiring in your favor. So be open. But start loving yourself because it is a reflection when you love yourself, like the love that you receive. Yes, we can receive beautiful love, but sometimes these relationships that we get into and we think that we're in love, they don't always last because there's things that happen that need to, come about, things that we need to see, things that show us our value and our worth, things that show us this isn't even who I am anymore. This isn't even what I want anymore. So, you know, falling in love with yourself and knowing, um, but also knowing that when you love yourself enough, you don't have to change anybody. You also won't settle, so you won't choose the people who don't treat you the way you want to be treated or the way you treat yourself. So fall in love with yourself. It's a reflection of your reality. It's a reflection of the people. That's like what we were talking about last week when it came out. Well, like, how do we expect for people to love us, to be loyal to us, to, be good to us when we can't even do that to ourselves? We break commitments to ourselves all the time. We talk down on ourselves. We don't believe in ourselves. We have so many things that we, you know, put over ourselves, but we expect other people to do that for us, to put us first, to love us, to drop everything. But do you drop everything for you? I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you're so disciplined and you're so consistent. And if you are that, that's amazing. But some of us are not able to. Some of us sit there and say that we are going to do something, but the minute it starts to come around, something in us is just like, oh, I just can't physically bring myself to get up. I can't do it. Like something holds you back. But it's ourselves. We're breaking promises to ourselves. It's like people when they, New Year's is coming up. People are like going to sit here and they're going to make their New Year's resolutions and do all these things. And then New Year's comes and then, sometimes we don't even follow through with it. Or maybe you're telling yourself, I'm gonna start working out. I'm gonna do all these different things. I do this to myself all the time, and I'm trying to get better about it, which is why they brought it up for me to not only hear it for myself, but to obviously talk about it collectively because we're all reflections of each other. We're all going through the same types of things. So, and even if you haven't yet, you will. So we learn from each other. We could be teachers to each other, you know. Um, but even if you haven't yet, like make sure to be consistent with yourself. Make sure to love yourself enough to follow through because then it follows through in real life, in our present life. You're wondering why people are flaking on you, why cancels or people are canceling, get-togethers or um it could be anything and you're just like, "Damn, everything is always falling apart. Everything is always last minute." But are you last minute deciding to not do things for yourself? Are you last minute deciding, I was gonna meditate, but I decided, fuck it, I gotta go do this instead. You didn't make time for you. But it's gonna reflect in your reality. When we procrastinate, when we do all the things, it reflects. We're wondering, like, oh my God, I've been waiting for this for so long and it's so delayed. But have you actually done it yourself? It's just a reflection of you. So we have to understand that and remember that. This was protection. You know, when we are doing the right things, when we are in alignment, it's always gonna reflect that. Let's see, what else do we need to know? Oh, yes, I always say that. So they gave us death is an illusion, which I really do say that all the time because of the fact that I work with elderly. I did for so long. So they gave us death is an illusion. This is basically is not is not real. I used to be afraid of dying. I used to be afraid of so much stuff, and then I became this hospice worker, and I started seeing, my residents reaching for people, hugging people, having conversations with people. Sometimes I could even see the orbs. or I could sometimes like see silhouettes of like relatives or whatever apparitions of people. It wasn't always the time, but all the time I'm saying, but it was definitely I could see the orbs mostly. Um, but they would be greeted by them, and so like that very much let me know like what the hell? They're not really like, what? So, it was just more confirmation because as a child, I would feel like I would see, you know, ghosts or people who would be crossed over. And it was just more confirmation. I obviously suppressed a lot of that because of what was told to me as a child. So I think I probably could have been more tuned in more about that radio I was talking about. It's tapped in. Are you tapped in or out? Like I was tapped in at one point and I still am now more so that I've had my awakening and I've tapped into, you know, um energies, my energy, but also just like I said, being a hospice worker, I've been able to experience a lot of that, but it's just letting us know that um it's not really the end. It's a rebirth. We get so afraid because we're used to this physical vessel. This is all we know, but it's like this physical vessel literally is a blockage. It limits us. It cannot hold who we truly are. Like um it's only a sliver. Like our entire infinite being, like it's too much for this body. So they only can take a sliver of it. Like you get the soul, and that's what you obviously use the spirit like to function this body. But like if our entire essence was to be put into this physical vessel, it would fucking combust. Like that's how powerful and magnificent we are. Like it can't even physically be in our body. It can't. It's not able to hold it. It doesn't function like, but we are always able to access it either through meditation, through um, you know, rituals. You could also do it through like astral projection and things like that so you can experience your light body. But this is an illusion. Like none of this is real. Um It's it's energy. We're energy, and energy never dies. It only transforms, and um, we're energy. So we really we can't die. Death is an illusion. I used to be afraid of it, like I said, but I'm not. Not anymore. What else do we need to know today? Oh, so we have ask for guidance. Maybe, somebody is out here and you are trying to find answers. You want to be able to connect and you're just like, I don't know, I don't know where to start, but like asking for guidance, you know, um, your higher self, your spirit team, they want to be able to help you, but you have to ask for help. They can't just like do things. They honor free will and stuff like that. So you have to be able to ask for guidance. Not only like on this earthly plane, but like in the spiritual realms. Um they're wanting to have us come forward with like the best interest, like with pure intentions. Um so like when you're asking for guidance, like come with pure intentions, um with with the best interest. Like don't I mean, people can definitely ask for guidance when it comes to like malicious type things, but like this is not the energy that we're in anymore. Like we're moving away from that. So like making sure that when you are asking for guidance, you are doing this from a place of love, of compassion. You're wanting the highest good for all. So your connection to the wisdom, to the divine, it's so they're saying that our connection to them, it's omnipresent. I don't know if I said that right. But they're saying like they're saying that it's like our job for us to find the best way to um communicate with them, but also for us to receive it. So this is what I was talking about the other day, which now this is, I don't know, this is coming up again, where I was saying like when you have these you can set the intention and you can communicate with your guides and you can set up like what messages they are, and that's basically what they're saying right now. Like it's our job to find the best way for us to receive this message from them, this guidance. So like how I was saying, I sit in meditation and I ask them like, send me this, or like I don't go to Google when I see angel numbers. I sit in meditation and I set it up with them. Like when I see this, this is what I know this means. I don't care what Google says it means because that's not what it means for me. So it's you setting up these things like in my phone and my notes. I have a shit ton of notes, you guys. I keep all my notes for my lives, for everything, meditations, angel numbers, everything. But in my notes as well, like I have my guides, like I know my guides' names, and I have like what certain things mean for me, whether it be when I see certain animals or angel numbers or even colors. If I see certain insects, like I have this whole thing in my notes that if I can't remember something, because I try to remember a lot of shit, I have to put it in my notes. I have mom brain. I just had a baby like a year ago. So I forget a lot of shit, and I sometimes shit just pops up in my phone notes, and I'm like, "Damn, when did I write that? Where did that come from?" Like I had this whole meditation show up. I believe in timeline jumping and shit. So, I think everything is happening all at once. And like I was saying, this is how we align to different things, the vibration. I don't know. I somehow aligned with this timeline where I wrote this whole ass script for a past life regression because I'm certified in that, and that was just like I have no idea, but I've used that script on several life regressions that I've given, and it's been pretty fucking dope. So, in my notes, like I said, I just basically set up what these things mean, setting that intention and knowing when I see it, I receive it. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your intuition. Using your discernment. Is this for me? If it's for me, then let me know. Like sometimes I'll sit there and I'll do that, be like, maybe it's just a synchronicity because there's no such thing as coincidence. Everything is happening like for a reason, divine timing, alignment, synchronicities. There is no such thing as coincidences. But this is also about making sure like I'm using my intuition and discernment. Is this for me? And then if it's for me, I'll ask for us a confirmation, or sometimes I just know right off the bat and I see shit and I'm like, oh, that's for me. I already know because there's a lot of things that I already know. Like I know, you just know. So, it's you being able to understand, um, you know, is this for me? Is this not for me? Like, is this, setting this, it's our responsibility. Um, so make sure that you're taking the time to make it clear. It could be like a ritual that you do, every single day. Ask your guides before you go on your way. Ask your guides every day, when you wake up or whatever, um, for guidance on your earthly path. Like, show me the way. This morning, connect with me through whatever, or this afternoon, send me this, but guide me, show me, connect with me every single day. Build that. They just told you tap into your gifts, strengthen them. They're like muscles. Strengthen these muscles, strengthen these connections. They want these connections with us, but we have to ask for them. So being open and asking, acknowledging them, thanking them for the connection, thanking them for the guidance, because we also don't want to be rude. Gratitude. It keeps things going. They're helping you. They're you. They're part of you. So, respecting them and being thankful as well. Um, so take that how that resonates for you. But I feel like the more we are thankful and grateful, the more they are, so much willing to help. Follow the golden rule. What is that? Treat people the way you want to be treated. You know, respecting them, being grateful. Um, it's like also us um putting the shoe on the other foot, understanding and putting ourselves in that position. Like, it doesn't have to just be your guides, but it's just like in general with people, respecting people, being polite, being kind, um, having like compassion and empathy for people, holding space. Because we would want the same thing, especially if we are going through a hard time. We don't always know what everybody is going through, and we don't want to be telling people, "Oh, well, I don't know if if that's like worthy of whatever, or I don't know if that's, that could be good or bad." Like, it's not about that. It's just about what would it be for you? How would you want someone to respond to you in that situation? And you know, in whatever moment that you're going through in your life. So, it's us having this compassion, even if we're looking at people and we're just like, ew, I don't like anything about them. We're not judging them, just holding the space and allowing them to, exist as who they authentically are. But, you know, seeing yourself in them. How would you want to be treated in this situation? How would you want them to treat you? And then act accordingly. They're also saying like bottom of the deck, which is I think really, really important for what we're talking about as well. And it's all about us staying open minded, you know. It's a part of manifesting, staying open minded. Not only when we set our intentions, like I said, it's just telling the universe this or something greater, but being open minded, knowing that you are not, you know, keeping yourself locked or limited. Um, so it's what else is it? Mm, it's being open to the new situations that they were saying, like new people coming into your life, new relationships, even new opportunities, being open to change, not blocking and limiting yourself. um but also being open to expanding your beliefs, changing, what is not serving you anymore. That was like tying into yesterday's ancestral healing as well. So, being open minded, being able um to try to see things. Is this mine, or was this given to me? Like, did they put this belief on me? So being able to change that. But also like new events, being a part of new, you know being a part of, they're saying, like new soul journeys, like people who are waking up for the first time, like being a part of those, being open minded, not over here holding um like old programs and beliefs against people, being able to hold space again. Like I said, not everybody will be on the same page, and that's okay. So it's being open minded. It's being able still um to still like follow your journey, your path and authenticity to you, but to also still be able to be open minded to somebody else who doesn't see things the way you do. Um, or even vice versa. Maybe you're just like starting to learn something from somebody else and you're like, I don't like shit about that. But, you know, not necessarily judging them, but being open-minded, seeing it, like challenging it, but in a healthy way, being able to transition, to also remain receptive, um, but to be open to new things, like experimenting things. How does this actually work out for you? Does this actually align? Um, familiarizing yourselves with certain things. But knowing that some things will prove to you as invaluable and not taking those things with you, being able to use your discernment, your intuition with things, but keeping an open mind. Like, yeah, okay, I'll try that, but oh no, that's not for me. Not just being like, oh, I don't know, that just doesn't look like it's for me. There could be something in there. There could be growth. There could be lessons. Um, so they're saying like just stay a while, figure it out. You might decide that this is for you. It just might be uncomfortable at first because you're like, I don't like this. This is new. And sometimes that's what it happens when we are experiencing new things or we're growing. But that's also where you decide if you want to continue with it or not. So just stay open minded. Be willing to experience new things, but also trust yourself. If it doesn't feel right for you, if it doesn't resonate for you and it's just like no, hell fucking no, then trust that too. But staying open-minded, being willing to grow and to try new things, to look at things differently, to challenge your own self and your own beliefs, being open-minded. Um but also I feel like that aligns a lot with um the how we manifest, being open-minded. So, when we are open-minded, we are willing um to see things that we might not normally see. It's aligning us with energies and desires that we want to bring into our reality. Sometimes we don't even realize it, especially if we are not in the present moment and we're not grounded and we're caught up too much in the future or even too much in the past. We are not realizing that the things that we're manifesting are not even what we want. So this is why it's important for us to kind of be open minded, um, and going with the flow. Um, it's that radio frequency, like being open minded and just kind of tapping into what is aligned with you and then bringing it into this reality. Um, because like at its core, manifestation, it's like the process of turning our thoughts into um forms, like intention, belief, action. Um, it's understanding that the universe is limitless and so are we. Like I said, we're infinite beings. Like that's why we can't be held in this body. So we are deserving of all of these blessings, and we limit ourselves and we block ourselves when we, you know, keep ourselves closed minded. We shape our reality with that too. So this is why everything starts in the mind. We have It's so powerful. This is why I was saying like we have to be aware of what we say, what we believe, what we hold on to. Especially if we're thinking like, "Ugh, I'll never have enough, or I'll never be enough, or man, I I don't even know if I'm worthy of this or whatever." Like we have to um let that go, because all we're doing is reinforcing lack mindset. If we shift into I'm open to receiving abundance, or I allow new opportunities to flow to me, or um, I am open and ready to receive, um, all that is like meant for my highest and greatest good. Like just not necessarily um being specific with what you're willing to receive, but something that it's not necessarily negative. Like you're not like I'm willing to accept this because this is all that I feel that I'm worth. Like I'm willing to accept all that is for me. You know, I'm not willing to hold myself back anymore. If that means wealth, then I'm willing to accept it. Like I'm willing to put myself in all these different opportunities that allow it to flow to me. I'm willing to try new things because for all I know, this is going to bring it to me. And that's what a part of that is too, is like we put out what we attract. I think I said that right. So when we are putting out trust, when we're putting out gratitude, when we're putting out abundance, those things always find us. Love. That's kind of like what I was saying, when we fall in love with ourselves, when we know ourselves, like we don't have to find somebody to change, to fix. No, for what? We already know who we are. We're confident in that. So instead, we just align with what is for us. We don't have to be in a relationship with a partner that we can fix. We're fully content with who they are and we love them as they are, you know? But also, if you're healed, you will sometimes trigger people who are unhealed, but this is where you use your discernment and your intuition, you know? Is this person willing to actually evolve and grow? Do they want to do the work or not? And if not, then don't align with that because that's not what you're trying to attract. That could also be something that is showing you, like focusing on your intention, bring it up. Like the universe showing you, is this what you really want? Like this is gonna trigger some wounds for you that need to be healed, but also it could be something very beautiful. You know, it could feel uncomfortable, it could be unpleasant, but through that experience, you could both grow and grow together. You know, it doesn't have to be something bad. There is no such thing as good or bad. It's just it's duality. You need both. So it's not doubting anything. There's no fear or anything blocking the flow. You're just open. You're ready. Like you're like I said, you're tuning into that radio and you're at the right frequency. So it's your mindset. You're at the right frequency. You're tapped in, you're tuned in, you're fully aligned. There's no blockages. So you're receiving the right radio station, which is your desires, your abundance, that optimal health, all of those things. Like you're on that right radio frequency. So this is what you have to do. You have to tune yourself. You have to, get that antenna just right. Up, it's coming in perfectly right now, and just stay with the flow. Um, which means staying in gratitude, staying in abundance, staying in trust, surrendering, knowing this is my birthright. This is what I deserve. I am worthy of it. No more, oh, I don't know if I can have this. I don't know if I could do that. Man, I don't know if I could, you know, pull that off. Well, I want to do it, but I just don't know. It's having fucking confidence, knowing you have what it takes. Like I said, it isn't just wishing, it's literally co-creation. It's you doing the work, setting that intention and taking the steps toward it, letting the universe know I can do this. I'm doing all the steps. I'm doing all the things. So match this energy and bless me up because this is my birthright, you know? This is you saying, like, I want this financial independence. I'm not claiming lack mindset anymore. 5335, that's mirror. It's mirroring to you. Are you in that actual mindset? Do you actually believe what you say? I know I do. I pay my bills. I buy things with gratitude, with love. I am thankful. And I always have what I need. And I tell the universe that. So it's aligning with that. It's setting those intentions. It's actually doing things to align with that, not just being like, "Well, shit, I wish I had what I need." The universe doesn't work that way. It doesn't work in wishes. It works in action, in alignment, in intention. So co-create. You are the master manifester. You are the creator of your reality. A lot of the things that we create, they're our own problems, they're our own blockages. And they just said there's a blockage that has awareness that needs to be brought to it. And that is probably the blockages that we put on ourselves. So we have to open ourselves to new opportunities, to new skills. They just said, new courses, learn lessons, like new opportunities, networking with people. That's that being open to dating. You never know. It doesn't have to be a romantic date. Maybe you're just open to networking with people. You get on one of them apps and you start, um, meeting people who can help you create the things that you want to create. Collaboration. The universe is going to meet you halfway. And this is also where your discernment and your intuition comes in. Are these people really for me? Do they align with what I want? Can they help me create this reality that I'm bringing? If not, no. But gratitude opens doors. Gratitude is what keeps the flow going. Appreciating what you already have, but also appreciating like what is coming to you. That's a part of that radio station. Like you're sending that signal out to the universe. All right, universe, I'm open. I'm ready to receive. Like it's mine. It's already mine. This or something greater. You know, Even the smallest blessings, the smallest things that come to you, they deserve abundance. That could mean like getting half off of something, finding a fucking penny or a dime. Like, thank you, universe. When we talked about what was it, last week? I think it was for Jupiter Day. I can't remember what day it was, but when it was like talking about manifesting wealth, I think we were talking about I can't remember, but that was one of the stories that had came up, and it was like, oh, can we really manifest wealth? But like the guy in the story, he was sitting there and he made a whole game out of it, like the story that I told you guys, um where he started off telling the universe, like, let's make a game out of it. Show me how abundant I am. Send me pennies. And then he started getting all these pennies. Then it turned into dimes. Then it turned into what do they say? It was like after the dimes it went to dollars. Then he ended up getting like a raise. Then he ended up winning like I think a lottery. Like so playing a game with the universe, getting back into that childlike wonder, knowing that you create the magic, believing in the magic so that you can receive it. You have to like believe it to see it. It's not that seeing is believing, you have to believe it to see it. So believe that you are worthy of this. Acknowledge all of the smallest things, no matter what they are. Thank you, universe. I am so, so grateful and thankful for this. And then watch how it just keeps flowing to you. But you have to remove the blockages. Send out that signal. I'm ready, universe. I'm tuned in. Now show me how fucking good it gets. Show me how good it gets. That's my favorite thing to tell the universe. Show me how good it gets. Universe, since I am so worthy, show me how good it gets. Send me a gift, universe. The universe has done that. I've done that. I've made whole fucking TikToks about asking the universe to send me a gift, telling the universe how worthy I am, and then literally being open to receiving gifts. The other day, I randomly received fucking $100. Didn't even expect it. But because I'm open and I'm ready to receive, and I tell the universe, show me how good it gets. Universe, what was the affirmation I did the other day, maybe about a week ago? Universe, I want you to make my bank account grow anytime somebody says my name. Good, bad, I don't care what it is. Make my bank account grow. Because I'm worthy of it. This is my birthright, universe. Speak that shit into existence. I haven't had a job since 2023, September 22nd. I am abundant. Every single thing I need is provided for me, and I am so fucking grateful for all that I have, all that I will receive, and it just keeps coming. Like I said, I just randomly received $100. It wasn't even from somebody buying anything. It wasn't from somebody booking a section. It was just literally like, here's $100 in your Venmo from somebody, and I'm like, thank you. Okay, universe, show out. You are worthy of this. This is your birthright. Believe it. Let the universe show you. Show me how good it gets. And then watch. So I do have a message that I channeled. It's just from Jupiter, I'm guessing, because it's the energy of Jupiter. I, wanted to know what we could talk about, and they gave me a little message. Um, what the hell's my mouse at? All right, let me find my phone. So, all right, this is from Jupiter. Today's Jupiter energy. So, Jupiter wants you to know you are more powerful than you realize. Abundance is not something you must chase, it is something you allow. Release the fear that tells you it is scarce or that you must suffer to be worthy. You are a child of the cosmos, infinitely supported, infinitely connected. Call back your power. Speak your desires into existence as if they are already yours. Let your heart feel the joy of having them, and they will find their way to you. Trust, move, and receive. So if it's already yours, if you feel it, it's already yours. Just be open and ready to receive it. But it's that feeling. We have to match the vibration of the manifestation. Feeling joy, feeling gratitude, trusting, knowing divine timing. Nothing is going to miss me. I align with everything that is meant for my highest and my greatest good. Universe, show me how fucking good it gets. I am open and I am ready to receive. This is your birthright. Stand in your power. Call your power back. So that's the message. It was short. Well, kind of. I think yesterday was an hour and 17 minutes, but that's the message. So I am gonna go and probably love on my baby. I know I need to feed her some Chi Chi. So yeah, that's it, beautiful souls. I'm so grateful for you being here, for you sharing this space with me. Your energy, your light, your magic. It's always felt, it's always appreciated. So remember, you are loved, you are powerful, and you are infinitely divine. If this resonated for you, please don't forget to follow, like, subscribe so that we can just keep growing this sacred space together. Until next time, stay radiant, stay empowered, and most of all, stay magical beauties. I love you, and I will see you soon. Um, tomorrow, we are talking about self love. So, wait, yes. Tomorrow's self love. So, we're going to be talking about self love tomorrow. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.